Okay, and JT, been a while since we did one of these. Welcome back to the after hours, where we're having a Power of 50 debrief, field service today. And again, a lot of great conversations. You've just given me an excellent wrap-up that saved me having to do the chairman's remarks. Let's just go through that again. Talk to me about what were the big takeaways that you had in five great conversations? A lot of good people, a lot of smart people. Tell me about those big takeaways that you had.
Well, Kris, thank you. First of all, I'd like to say it's been a wonderful event, as always. It was really great to exchange with so many, 50, I think, different people today. And we really did take some good takeaways from our discussions about identifying and addressing inefficiencies in the service process. So the first thing I'd like to mention is really about the identification of the inefficiencies. And you could generally say there are three categories of ways to do that. The most common one is, listen to your customer. Yeah. Get their feedback. Look at what they are saying when they are complaining. Go to the root of that, and very closely behind that were KPIs and measurements. Yeah. So how do you measure the efficiency of your organization? What are the KPIs you take? How do you see when they change, and how do you address it also when they change, and go to the root causes of if your performance is worsening, for example. And then we also had a couple of, I would say, leaders in the room in terms of identifying inefficiencies. And those were the companies that had, properly implemented Lean Six Sigma or Kaizen methodologies, with black belts even inside the service organization to really identify on an ongoing basis and making improvements, regularly to all these different processes. So that was on the, really on the identification part, and then we dove really deep into the inefficiencies. I'm inclined to spare you that because it really gets depressing, and a lot of it was around IT systems and them not being integrated, and breaks in the process and these type of things, which we emerged from then really discussing also the success stories of how you address these inefficiencies. And when we looked at the success stories, it was really comforting because so many different success stories around the table. Everybody had been through a big transformation. A lot of them, again, IT based. We seldom that you hear somebody kind of bragging or naming the IT transformation as a success, but it was really the case. A lot of companies having gone through that, made changes, integrated more, automated scheduling, all these different things. And then we also spoke about quick wins, because I love quick wins.
Yes.
Everybody loves quick wins, and I always think when you come back from a conference like this, that's what you want to bring home, a quick win that you can implement tomorrow. So also there, some really interesting things from bringing the management of the organization to actually do the job of the field service technician, and also bringing the engineers to the customer. I think this is something that if you haven't implemented it today, you can do it tomorrow, essentially. So that was these type of examples were really what drove it home here. Also, being an AI company, and we're kind of at the forefront of bringing AI to all these different companies, was also great to hear from other companies that we're not working yet with, that they are embarking on this journey of adoption and looking into AI to for their knowledge management, to have their technicians, their service staff, even their customers chat with all the knowledge base that they have, but also bring the entire the knowledge that's hidden inside these nuggets that you have in your service. The tribal knowledge, using Gen AI to bring that out and make that available for everybody in the service organization. I think those were topics that were touched upon. And then also AI-driven root cause prediction, AI-driven service funnels. Yeah.
Brilliant. One question I've got. Last time we did this, it was October.
Shortly after the last.
Yeah, it was October, and I know your conversations were different there. But one thing I would like to check on, in that 6 months, roughly 6 months, isn't it? 6, 7 months. How's the conversation evolved in terms of, because I got a sense today that there was more of an understanding of where AI will sit, if not necessarily how the what is kind of understood. But is that a fair assumption, or?
Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, I can fully attest to that from these conversations, from other conversations that I'm having. It's moved from this thing that everybody talks about, but nobody really understands, to this thing that everybody is starting to do something or has already done something, has a pretty good understanding also of what are the use cases that they want to implement, of where the efficiencies are coming from. There's also a better understanding, I think, also of the impact that it can have. Yeah. And I think maybe also a year ago or 6 months ago, we were all still a bit like in the dark about how much you can actually improve the process by making the technician faster, how much you can actually have an impact on your first time fix rate, because the technician actually knows upfront, has a much better understanding of the situation, has a root causes that are available for him. And now we're really getting into that where people have that understanding and are willing to adopt and bring that in, because they see that it's actually not just like AI as a big buzzword, but actually it's very specific outcomes and use cases that we're talking about. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, JT, thank you as always for taking time to give me that insight and that debrief. I know you've had a lot of long conversations today. I know there's a bar that is open, so you're very welcome to go and enjoy the beer, but thank you as always. Real great to talk to you.
Cheers, Chris.
Take
Thanks
care.
a lot.